Hi, boys. Okay, what Grandma Grams told me about this stuff when I was beginning this, like full on. She told me like to go undercover. So like I went undercover and I found some more stuff. She told me to get the wigs and stuff like that and just to have fun with it. So that's what I was doing when I was helping out with the city. And I was also catching those bullshit liars because they don't when you are faking it, you have a hard time catching up with everybody. So I mentioned my background uh, to a couple people. Um, and also, what I did is I got the wig and I did what I did in high school when I used to perform for a song. I used to dance, and I asked my spirit guides and our ancestors, like, how do I not get this fear of like performing? Like, I just can't get into that environment. Like, if I wanted to be a choreographer, then that's what I needed to do. Like, I couldn't get it around my head, and it was just the people around me that kept blocking me. I couldn't do it. It was laughable. It was the whole fucking staff pissed me off. Like, no, nobody stood up. None of these kids knew what these adults were doing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you let these adults dictate your fucking life. Are you fucking kidding me? It's your life. You are in charge of that. And even with my mom and being in those special ed classes, it was hard to get out of those classes. My mom couldn't even give a fuck about what I was doing. She was too busy off doing what she wanted to do, especially when it came to me. I wanted to get out of there. I tried, and the teacher's like, no, your mom needs to come in. Your mom needs to come in. My mom, no. Even when I got suspended, like, my dad had to come get me. And he didn't even want to come. Can't you walk? Can't you walk? No, Dad. The officer said you have to come get me. You know. Um. And then he was giving me a whole speech about gangs and this and that. Too late. Too late. I don't even. I can't go into that direction because if he only knew what I was doing, like, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to stand up and fight. Um. Like, getting off subject, anyways. Water bottles. I've been doing since I'm doing this and stressing out. I have water bottles, and water bottles. If you keep drinking out of water bottles, they make you fucking sick. And imagine how many people are getting sick by damage the water system. They have no water. I'm so like everywhere right now. But in certain states, boys, we don't have any running water, clean water for people to drink in the United States. And now we have that fucking pipeline. That pipeline has been bothering me since Colin was born. They keep like, what can I do? And this is now my opportunity to push that back up. Another thing, go back to the city. I had the wigs. I knew who to talk to based on who was coming in, and I'd get my answers from there. So that's what I did. A lot of these city people don't know who I'm communicating with. That's not my fucking problem. They're fucking corrupt. Get them fucking out. That's all I'm saying, boys. Like, this is scary shit. No one should be Javier Xavier Nguyen. Xavier Nguyen, and he has another name. He should not be working with kids at all. He took my story and made it into his story because he fucking forgot who he was talking to because I had the fucking wig on. That motherfucker should not be working with kids. He lied his way all the way up to the top. How many people? And he used Trump. He used Trump to get. What the fuck? No, it doesn't work that way. No, 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 circus, go away. This is no. So I'm waiting for Canada to come through, completely come through. Um, and Kumiai, whoever, like, I feel like the kids are coming in more. These kids are pushing up more. So I feel comfort knowing that something's happening. But will I ever see the end result? Will I ever see you boys? I don't know. Like, it's hard. I have to prepare for the worst, and this is my worst. This is my don't I have a hard time trusting people with you boys because there was no trust in the beginning for me. And even like the 144 shit, Desi has been saying that it's all these churches are saying the 144, 144. Oh, that is like heartbreaking to see. All these cults coming together. It's our ancestors coming in because I don't follow the church. And even the saints are coming in on me and going, church wrong. Church is no, no, no. Like, ringing the bells, because get that energy away from me. Give me that, get that bad vibe away from me. I don't want none of it. I want everything. I want respect, dignity. I want everything. Like, that's gonna come through me. And boys, I'm gonna show you that you can be your own light. Like, death should be celebrated. You can do it yourself. Do it in style. Do it in style. Um, Hate's gonna be there, but make sure you can stand up and be and rise above the hate and do something else, because war is never the answer. I thought everyone knew that. Where's my family at? Now this is a different type of war. Now we have this war. We have war. We have. When is it gonna end? It has to. Again, water bottles. We don't. Why? Because our water is already damaged. This is not even. Plastic is gonna hurt us. We're already plastic, you know. Um, so much stuff. We're not even recycling how we're supposed to be recycling. And then, oh, there's so much stuff that I want to tell you boys in a short, and I can't. I want to cut it quick. I can't, because the internet's been doing that. It's been brainwashing you, and the government has been like, we're not seeing everything that's been put out there. You have to outsource it. So even what I did with Facebook, I erased all my friends, and I went to Mexico. I went to Africa. I got all my friends requests from there. I got it from there. They don't know me. I don't know them. They're gonna accept me. They're gonna accept me. They're gonna end up seeing my wall and bitch and complain, or see it and, just like on Instagram. I don't understand you. You need help. Um, yes, and you do too. This is my help, and I got that before trying to get help, and I didn't. I didn't. Um, there's I have, like, they talk about the yoga stuff a lot, and they're damaging the name of that. And I feel so horrible for the older generations that are Hyokas. Um, like, oh, I forgot his name, Ernie something. Uh, but it will come up again. Like, you're fucking up that, just like the Olympics. God damn, leave the Olympics alone for that. And just look up your history, please, boys. And I hope you follow in my footsteps in being you. Be you. Be the person who you want to be proud of. And I know that I will. I hope you see these videos. I really do, because I'm multitasking here. I'm doing experiments here because I have water bottles. I have a water bottle, and I can fill up reusable water bottles. I have it. But meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I have to experiment with other things, and that's what I'm doing with water bottles. And again, you're weaker, you're more dehydrated, you're not thinking as clearly. Even with the toothpaste, even with the mouthwash, you have to be careful to what we're also like brushing our teeth with, and being careful with what we are doing to the lotion on our skin, to the sunblock on our skin. We have to be careful because sick is money. If you're sick, that means money to other people. Death means money. People take advantage of people that are in dire need. You don't need you don't need a whole big funeral. You know, you really don't need a fancy one. Death is death. You're all gonna go to the ground. You're all gonna, you know, cardboard box, cardboard box, or be put in a plant or a coral reef, get shot up to the stars. There's many ways now that we have to think about, because all these cemeteries are gonna get all filled up too, and what's gonna happen to that? um, Trees, come back as a tree, come back as a diamond. You know, there's many things you can do. Uh, Look for numbers too. Oh, lights. When I was little, I would get images, dreams of the freeway lights, or um, light posts, or like light signals, just lights. I would get images of lights, like different things. And I'll draw you a picture too if I have to, like, so I can show you boys. But again, if anyone's watching the video and they get help from that, or hey, I have a similar deja vu you get all the time, it's just telling you there's something there that you need to experiment. There's something there in that deja vu. There's something there in that dream that you need to go in. As soon as you know you have deja vu, there's a message in there. It's your family telling you they're there in that time, in that moment. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know why doctors. Oh, it's a lost medicine. It's lost. It needs to be brought back to deal and to cope with this war disease, because now we're going to have a lot more because of this war. Biological warfare. It's already been going on. Remember, boys, I made a game plan with the pandemic. We were just out, like, practicing, like, I knew all the shit that they were going to do. It's just common sense. You already know what they're going to do. And then if you have your ancestors' guidance, then you're like from A to Z real fast, because they've been doing that stuff. Even when they had the whipping cough for you boys, that was so scary. And I'm like asking, I need the shot, and they're like, no, it's $100. Well, then obviously it's not that bad if I have to pay $100. Obviously, our health is not that, it's really backwards, our health care system, when they're making us sick and we're making each other sick by putting into that fear, by buying into that fear. The news feed and stuff, they'll cut us off, like Facebook jail and Instagram jail. I've been in that since uh, 2015, 2016. That's when I was like noticing, like, my feed, I'm not getting anybody else's. It'll be like 2 or 3 days until I see somebody's new um, post. So I know that they were monitoring it. I don't know where the FBI and CIA are, like, they're nothing but fakes anyways, with the KKK stuff, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Scientologist people. Um, they're all in, like, they're all in the community. That's why this whole sickness is going around, because look at who's prescribing your medicine, your like your pills, your schizophrenia pills, or your bipolar pills. What kind of doctor are they? Are they racist? Are they from the Freemasons? Are they from the Illuminati? Are they from a cult themselves? And what are you looking like? Do they are they judging? They already judging you by as soon as you walk in. Happened to me already. It happens. I know it does. You're not, and if you're taking, you're You're not being truthful to your doctor, period. First of all, as soon as you're not even being truthful, because why are you drinking, why are you smoking weed for the people who are watching this? You know, like, think. You don't need all that shit. Less is more. Be true. Just open up. Uh, how come in Hawaii is threatened? Hawaii, all those cultures, all those little islands, their culture is being threatened because of this war now. Because if this is, I mean, already they already said it was boys. They already said like we won. I just have to see that. I don't know if I'll see that, but like I said, I don't. Our military people suck. Anthony, Colin, Desi, our military. Holy crap! You know how many spirits are up there telling me they left us high and dry. No way! I'm not gonna let my kids do that. No way! It's uh, like football in school. These coaches want the star players to play, but they're not even thinking about their future later on. How many concussions can that child take? Is that is that child concussions gonna affect his child later on? No, I don't think that. Is that concussion gonna hurt him getting a career later on? School does not think that far ahead. School does not think about your grandkids. You know, that's why your grandkids are going to school with guns and stuff like that, because that's what they were taught. War. My boys, Anthony, Colin, and Desi, you are not little soldiers. You are warriors, and warriors do not play like that. My coyotes, my little coyotes. Um, we need to adapt to our situation right now. We need to focus on the land, because it's gonna change. And with this is gonna change, there's gonna be a big. We have to celebrate with the earth, because when she moves, we move, and it's going to be exciting. We can't be scared. The energy is going to come up, and then remember what I said about the earthquakes. All that stuff, all that gases and stuff is gonna come up. Um, just like when the asteroids or like a meteor comes, the dust of that comes down, it causes other things happening in the world, just like earthquakes. Same difference, storms, everything. uh Energy, vibes, atoms, we're all atoms. If you go to Papa's cemetery, you will see, I think it's Mary stepping on a snake with an apple in its mouth. Uh, when I get the video camera fixed, I have a whole thing of that too on there for you. But I love you boys, and good night, and hopefully I'll make another video too before I leave tomorrow. I have another place I can call about a lawyer and divorce and stuff like that. It's just, there's no help for women fast enough. They don't understand the bond, because I don't think no one has had this bond before like this. They all want to blame, they all want to have this one God. Um, it's this one, it's no one God. It's a teamwork up there. It's a teamwork. And I'm hoping you boys will see this teamwork. I'm gonna make you proud. So good night, boys, and gonna wash clothes, gonna take a shower, and keep organizing the stuff again. Like, less is more stuff. Getting rid of a lot of stuff that I have already, and then seeing what else I can minimize. Because again, I have your dad left me with nothing, so I have to start from when I met you boys. I mean, when I met you boys, when I had you boys, right before I had you boys. I had nothing. My goal was trying to be a choreographer, trying to do something with my dance, but then Papa and Grandma got sick a little bit, so I was gonna see if I could do caretaking, but then things happen so fast, so um I don't know, just have to keep practice on the prayers and stuff like that, and get the energy out, get the negative vibe, because today is the ninth, and ninth is hard. Ninth and 15th is hard. The 27th is hard to deal with. But every time where there is a hard date, every time there's a hard date, like 9 is hard, but then the 10th is going to be easy because you're going to celebrate. Just like a death, when someone died on a day, then you are going to celebrate. Like my Amphina, I think, died on February 6th. So February 6th is really hard. Like, you cry and you celebrate, but then the 7th, the next day, should be bright. It should be, okay, we're gonna get this next step. We're going to baby step this, and you're gonna get better. So the seventh is always a good number. Like, you just take that 7 and you're gonna hold on to it. And seven's already a lucky number, so you have to be thankful for that 7. Be thankful for that next day. It's just like that, and that's how I've always done it since I was little. And since I'm going back in time, you have to go back to go forward to heal, and it's really confusing. But once you start seeing like all the notes that I have for you, you guys are gonna have to be putting that puzzle piece together, since I am still trying to heal from whatever this is. Because they keep telling me kings and queens, King of Spain, and this Oz stuff. They keep showing me stuff, and Papa is, no, you are it. You are the real thing. Uh, his mom, my grandma Grams, is telling me, yeah, yeah, but like, of course, you gonna, everyone wants to be king or queen or prince, or in their own, run an empire, run a kingdom, um, run some kind of, like, to be proud of, you know. So when my dad is telling me that, I want to make sure I'm preparing you boys to make sure you can run your own business, like your own place, your own. You can run yourself, and you can present yourself well. You understand you're grounded because you know where you came from. You know, I hope I hope you see this and you understand what I have to do, because I'm not gonna, because I'm not better than anybody else, boys. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. I'm trying to help and do the best that I can. You know, I always wanted to adopt. I always wanted more kids, and your your dad was stopping that, and I didn't understand that. I couldn't bring in more kids if I knew that this abuse was going on. It wouldn't be right for me. I needed to make sure that we were, as a family, in a right state of mind to prepare to help somebody else out, because they needed more help than us. Like, we need more, so we can understand, so we can, like, help our family grow more. I always wanted that, but I couldn't risk having that child feeling different. That's not fair. That's not fair. Or the blow ups, there's so many teenagers, so many infants, so many kids that have gone through so much, worse than me, and they don't have anybody. So that's hard to trust. To get that trust, there's no trust, and that has to stop, because they're gonna grow up missing out on that true that true heartfelt, that love. They're gonna miss out on that love. And so many, all of our everybody has missed out on that. And our ancestors are saying that it's time that we should feel that love again, because again, war is not the answer. And I'm going on because that's what these spirits do. They're nonstop. They keep, once they come in, they want to keep going, you know uh no, you have to know when to, like, you know what, guys, I'm tired, I gotta do this. And then that's when Grams will come in and go, no, 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 out, out, out. And you have a right to go, I'm tired, guys. um it's kind of hard because you don't want to stop either. You're excited for it, but like, all right, enough with certain conversations that it has. It's too much. Anyways, boys, I'll see you in the next video, and just be careful who you're talking to. Love you, boys.